Hey, Coach, what's up? Welcome back to the podcast. Today is episode 212, and the title is Silly, Costly Mistakes. And before we dig in here, I want to make sure if you haven't left us any feedback yet, I would love to hear your thoughts, your opinions. Simply head over to iTunes on your phone, leave us a quick review. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know if these episodes are helping you. And I would greatly appreciate that. I know every single day, Monday through Friday, we have a brand new episode. And if you're brand new here, I would start around like episode 143. That's when we start our daily episodes. These episodes I feel like are a lot different than the first 142 episodes that we put out. And yeah, I'd greatly appreciate a review. And let's dig in. Now, like I said, the title of this podcast, of today's episode, is Silly, Costly Mistakes. And I'm going to tell you two really big mistakes that I made. This was right after I started my business. I've never shared this before, but I'm going to go ahead and talk about this now because I feel like this will help you. But as I started to get traction with my business, for some reason, I had business ADD. And I thought, well, if I can get traction with one thing, I can get traction with something else. And what happened was, right when I got some traction with my private training business, I had the bright, shiny object syndrome. I was like, oh, like, what else can I do? And I thought it was cool to own multiple companies. And I didn't know what that took, like what was involved with that. And I got into a business with a partner, and I did not understand this business very well. And it was something where I was like, I'm just going to do this, and it's not going to take that much time, but I'm going to just see how it goes. And I went into it, honestly, very uncommitted, which is the opposite way that I preach. I mean, I tell everyone on this podcast to do everything the opposite, where you are fully committed. And it's funny, though, because I wasn't like super interested in this business, I was just like, I'm just going to put this on the back burner. But what happened was like that started to take over a lot of my time. And this is the thing is, you don't get time back, right? And when you spend it on things that are distractions, things that really don't align with your mission, then you're going to end up screwing yourself. And that's really what happened with me. That happened once early on, and then it happened again a couple of years later in a different type of partnership that I had with someone else. And again, I got into something that I wasn't fully in love with. Like, I wasn't fully in love with this idea. But I got a little bored with my business, and I was like, you know what? Like, I kind of want to pivot and do something different, and still have my private training, but do this other thing. And the same exact thing happened. And I remember I woke up one day, and I had to. I mean, this is awful, but I remember in that company, I had to fire 3 people that were they were working for me. 2 of them were working for me full time. One had just quit their job. Another one, he had a family to provide for, and I had to like wake up and fire all of them in one day. And it was a very uncomfortable situation to be in. And the thing is like, I put myself in those situations. No one put me in those situations. And at the time, I used to blame other people, right? I used to blame others for my costly mistakes. And the older I got, the more mature I became. I realized, well, dude, no one put a gun to my head and forced me to do anything. Like, this is my doing. And I had to realize at that point what self-responsibility really is. And the way I break that down is like, anything good or bad that happens to you, and like, no matter where you are right now in your life, all the decisions that you've made, it's on you. It's not on anyone else. can't blame anybody else for the job that you have or how your business is going, whether it's good or bad. It's like it's on you, it's on your shoulders. And I talk about these mistakes because I wouldn't want you to go through the same mistakes I've been through, because that was super stressful. I lost years of time, right? And I also damaged relationships. Like, that sucks. That's not good for anybody. And if I had to go back and change anything, I probably wouldn't change anything, because now I've lived that experience. Now I know that the stakes are higher now. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole of being distracted and take on these partnerships or be in these other types of businesses that I don't really care about, right? So I hope this helps you out. And really my whole message here is stick to your mission. Like, don't deviate. If you start deviating, you're going to get distracted, and you're going to end up doing what I did. You're going to waste a lot of time. You're going to end up spending way more money, losing a lot of money on stuff that you're not that interested in, and it's just not a good situation to be in. All right. So that's it for today. If you want to ramp up your private training business or your group business or your camp business, all you have to do is go to our website at www.buildmysportsbiz.com. This is where I can personally help you with your business. All right. Simply head there and click on the mastermind button. We post, if you follow me on like Instagram or Twitter, we post results every single day from coaches who have come through our consulting program or coaches that are in the program right now. And it's the thing I'm the most passionate about. I love doing these podcast episodes, but like these podcast episodes are like 1% of what's inside of our mastermind. And so I would love to help you there. And if you want to apply for the program, simply head to our site and learn more about it there. All right, that's it. I'll see you tomorrow.